Your Seattle Seahawks beat the Jacksonville Jaguars on the road, shorthanded, and boy, oh boy, was it beautiful, because it finally looked like the Seahawks were back to doing what they do best, playing smart defense, getting after the quarterback, and on offense, finding number 11. I'll tell you what, my one-word reaction after this game was wow. Wow is my one-word reaction, because that's how well this team played on defense after, frankly, they struggled mightily against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I want you to let me know what your one-word reaction was about this game against the Jaguars and your Seattle Seahawks. What was your one-word reaction? You're going to type it down below in the comments. Hopefully it was something very excited about your Seattle Seahawks. I've got 3 takeaways for this game. Normally I'd like to have more, but frankly I just thought these position groups and players were just so eye-popping that I had to focus in on them. Your defensive line right now is the key to your success when we're talking about the Seattle Seahawks defense. You have a ton of injuries right now in the secondary. No Julian Love in this game. You didn't have Devon Witherspoon. No Tariq Woolen. You're pulling up guys from the practice squad to fill out your squad. And yet your defense gives up 12 points when you've been giving up 20. And I know that line is a little bit skewed because of that game against Tampa Bay, but I mean, shoot, we're just going to go through these stats right now. The Jaguars, they have a good offensive line. DeMarcus Lawrence, a guy that you missed. You missed him when he got hurt against Arizona. You missed him clearly last week against Tampa Bay. 2.5 sacks on the game. 2.5 sacks in the game. 3 tackles for loss. DeMarcus Lawrence was all over Trevor Lawrence in the battle of the Lawrences. And guess what? D-Law over T-Law. It was an unbelievable performance from the former Cowboy to get him back huge. Byron Murphy in this game had more sacks than he had all of his rookie season. Byron Murphy is on pace for having a, 9-10 sack year this year from a nose tackle. From a guy who's playing out of position at nose, he sure is excelling. He sure is excelling. He was in the backfield all game long, and frankly, he had a couple other plays where I thought he should have had a sack, but Trevor Lawrence is just tall enough to where he could fall forward for getting the yardage that was needed. Leonard Williams, the quietest half-sack 2 QB hit game you've ever seen out of Big Cat. The guy is an absolute beast. He's flying around making plays, and honestly, he was just making this thing go. It's weird. Normally when you talk about the defensive line, it is, hey, Leonard Williams did this, and then Byron Murphy, and then, you go down through the line. It's like, hey, this was a great play by this guy. This was a great play, and then Leonard Williams pops off the page. Another situation where I think he probably would have had another sack or two if it wasn't for Trevor Lawrence just being able to fall forward the right way. I mean, Leonard Williams was awesome, man. I was very, very impressed with how well he played in this one. And when you have Leonard Williams as kind of your third fiddle to the other two, wow, oh, wow. Hopefully Jarran Reed's injury isn't too severe. I haven't had a chance to really dive into that yet. That'll be more on a later video here on the channel. But if you can keep those 3 healthy, with DeMarcus Lawrence, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this team is special. My next takeaway that I've got for you after how well your defensive line played is you have the second best wide receiver in the NFL right now. Honestly, you might have the best. I know that Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, that's going to be everyone's 1-1. But no one's having a better 2025 than Jackson Smith-Njigba is in this one. He made everything go for you. He came into this game averaging more than 4 yards a route. 4 yards a route. That means every time he runs a play, he's averaging 4 yards on that. Insane. That number had to have gone up after this game. 8 receptions, 162 yards. And honestly, there's a ball in there that he's going to tell you he should have caught. There's a third down play where he's moving. Sam Darnold hits him right in the chest. The ball just bounces off, ends up being incomplete. He'd tell you right now that he should have caught that ball. He probably should have had 180 and a touchdown. He should have been averaging even more than he was already. Jackson Smith-Njigba is special, man. He is so special. There was a point in time in this game where he had over 100 yards and Sam Darnold only had 30 more passing yards than him. When everybody else couldn't get it going offensively, it took a little bit for this offense to get clicking against Jacksonville's defense. Jackson Smith-Njigba was the guy there for you. Jackson Smith-Njigba was the one making plays for you. Jackson Smith-Njigba found ways for you to win this ball game, man. I was really impressed. I was really impressed with everything that he had rolling, everything that he had cooking for you. Very, very impressed. Jackson Smith-Njigba is a special talent, and he's proven everybody wrong or right. If you are a believer in Jackson Smith-Njigba, you're getting proven right that he could be a number one wide receiver in the NFL. If you are a hater, eat crow, man. Eat crow. Jackson Smith-Njigba is a 1 in the NFL. He's a top 10 receiver. This year, he's the best receiver in the NFL. You can't convince me otherwise. The last thing that I want to talk about is Nick Emmanwori. This is a kid who's getting his second full game played for your team. Dude, he's awesome. He is awesome. Hello, coming out party, man. He was all over the place. Seattle was adding him in the blitz. Now, he didn't get home for a sack in this game, but it felt like every time he was added into the blitz, he got home in the fact that he put a hit on Trevor Lawrence. He made the kid feel uncomfortable. He was in the backfield constantly. He made multiple tackles. He was great in coverage. He had a couple of plays where, hey, he didn't get the pass breakup or the pass knockdown, but he made the catch more difficult for the wide receiver. He didn't have an interception in this game, but guess what? He didn't need to have an interception. His presence was felt. Felt like every time I looked up and was like, oh, hey, there's a tackle by it's Nick Emmanwori. Nick Emmanwori came in and made that play. Every time I looked over and it was, oh, hey, there's a play getting made in the backfield on a bubble screen. Oh, it's Nick Emmanwori. Nick Emmanwori is showing up. This is what you thought you could get out of him when you drafted him in that second round spot. This is what you thought Nick Emmanwori could turn into. A guy that is a safety who can cover like a corner, but at the same time can fill the box like a linebacker. He's very freaking impressive. Very impressive. I was very impressed with Nick Emmanwori. You can look over here at the Jacksonville Jaguars offense against the Seattle Seahawks, and guess what? It wasn't good for you. You couldn't run the football. You're going up against the fourth leading rusher in the NFL and Travis Etienne Jr. Hey, I think that average went down a little bit. A guy who's averaging 5.8 a clip. 59 yards ain't going to cut it, bro. 59 yards ain't going to cut it. I thought you'd force more turnovers in this game. In fact, I was very impressed with Trevor Lawrence and his ability to hold on to the football and not make those dumb turnovers. Didn't matter. This defense was getting in the backfield, getting big-time plays, getting big-time sacks. I was very impressed with what you were able to cook up and what you were able to do. Now, I do want to get into the Seahawks offense against the Jaguars, but I would be remiss if I didn't tell you about the proud sponsors of today's video. And that is our good friends over at Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on any 2 to 6 player stat projections, and if your picks are right, you could cash in. Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks is the best way to win cash this football season. Which players are going off, which ones are overhyped. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash all season long on Prize Picks. You can look at my 2-pick power play up here on the screen for this Sunday. Sam Darnold had a pretty good passing day. I had him for more passing yards. Daniel Jones against the Cardinals. I think he had a pretty good passing day. I had him for more on his passing yards. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It is good to be right. Now we're looking at the Seahawks offense. Obviously a little bit better than Jacksonville. I was still very impressed with the defense of the Jaguars. I thought they stood up. They didn't let anything get easy for the Seahawks. Seattle had to earn it. A lot of 3 and outs. In fact, we're going through the stats. Third down-wise, Seattle was not good. Not good at all. So the fact that you're able to come away with a victory, a 20-12 showing, I thought Sam Darnold played great. Obviously, you look at the rushing stats right there. 60 yards is not good enough. You're averaging less than 2.5 a clip. That can't happen. That means everything's riding on Sam Darnold Very impressed with how he showed out, especially I think where you could have had one of those days where he just turtled. He didn't turtle, man. He didn't turtle. He just came out, kept slinging the ball just like he has been for years. I was very, very impressed with Sam Darnold in this one. Obviously, you got to get the rushing attack rocking and rolling. Got to get that improved and get that going in the right direction. Brian Thomas Jr., we didn't get to mention him, had a big game, but the reason we didn't mention him is because your Seattle Seahawks found a way to come away with a victory. And we love that here at Seahawks Today. Whenever your Seahawks can win, that is always going to be a good thing. Thank you to everyone who came to the watch party. It was great. If you want Seahawks videos, we got them coming out all year long. Go in and smash that subscribe button. We got videos coming out every single day. You don't want to miss any of the content that we have here at Seahawks Today. And make sure that you like this video if you love the Seattle Seahawks. We enjoy every single one of you coming in and hanging out with us on all these videos. Give us that thumbs up. Help the Seahawks keep on winning. And until next time, I'll see you later.